black girl nerds. Better shake your booties for black girl nerds.
Hey, my name is Jamie Broadnax, and I'm the founder and creator of Black Girl Nerds. So Black Girl Nerds is a space where Black women and women of color can embrace their nerd and geek identity in this subculture that is growing, evolving, and manifesting in so many different ways. And the online community started about 4 years ago, back on February the 1st of 2012. And at that time, it started off as just a blog, me and my personal musings, and then it slowly began to evolve into an online community. So Twitter became a fundamental part of this space with live tweeting, doing Twitter chats, and just random rants and raves of different hot topics that happen each and every day. And then there's also the podcast, which got started in March of 2013. And since then, we've grown in that space as well, and having really great guests from Cree Summer to the kids of the hit TV show Blackish, to also having really great topics that speak to very obscure parts of subcultures that we don't really find ourselves in, such as live action role playing. We had a podcast about that. And also we had a podcast featuring Black women in heavy metal music. So I want to continue to do those things, and our sustainability is very important. So we do need your help, right? So Patreon is a service that allows you, the fan and follower, to support us, the content creators. And so many folks are in the Patreon space right now, and I'm going to be honest with you, I've been dragging my feet about this for the longest time, and I was a bit reluctant because I just feel like at this point that maybe I could try to get sponsors and maybe get folks like Nike and Pepsi and, all of those folks that their job is to really invest in brands. But that really hasn't happened yet. And again, I do want to continue to allow our space to grow and evolve and be a member of the press and be a space where people can come on our shows and be interviewed, to have their work highlighted on the website, and really just be a conduit for many marginalized voices out there. So that's where you, the fans, come in to support us by way of Patreon. So with the Patreon that we will set up here with Black Girl Nerds, there's some really great perks, and I think you're going to like them. And I'm always open to comments and suggestions of things that we can do in the near future. One of the things that we plan to do, depending on your pledge level, is to allow you to be a part of our community in a few different ways. Some of the perks of being a part of the Patreon community is that you officially get to have nerd cred by donating to BGN. If you donate $1, you get nerd cred, which is a very important thing these days. And then if you go up and up and up, we give you more perks and things like that. So $3, you get to have access to our Patreon only feed. $5, you get to get exclusive BGN updates. $10, you get a Twitter shout out from me at Black Girl Nerds, and also to our sister account at Black Girl Geeks. And then there's some more things along the way that we will give perks for, including a follow on Twitter. We recently got verified by Twitter, which is a pretty big deal. If you have a blue check mark next to your Twitter handle and someone's following you with a blue check mark, that means a lot. So we will follow you on Twitter, depending on your pledge level there. And then also we will give out shirts. We have a store, blackgirlnerds.com/t-shirts. They're really cute. They're really nice shirts, and they come in a whole array of sizes. So if you want to up your pledge level, then you can have the opportunity to get a shirt. So those are some of the things that we're going to do. And also, as a really cool perk for the highest pledger, you get a one-on-one consult with me. So I will go over how I created an online space, how to get more Twitter followers, how to engage with your audience if you're a content creator, whether you're in the blogging space or the podcast space. So that's some really valuable information to have. So if that's something that you are interested in, then pledge a little higher and we will provide that for you. I will provide that for you, actually. So that is really the gist of it with Patreon. I'm very new to this space. I'm new to asking you, the fans, to support us. Currently, we have a PayPal link on the site, and it's been very helpful. We do get donations by way of PayPal, but I think that the Patreon route is really important because of the fact that it's consistent, it allows for sustainability, and it allows me to do things that I have not been able to do in the past. First and foremost, one of the things that is very important to me right now is having good equipment to be able to do press coverage. Recently, we have been at South by Southwest, and also in the past, we've been at Dragon Con and New York Comic Con. And this year, we are going to San Diego Comic Con, which is our first ever convention as members of the press. I went there by myself last year. This year, I have a team of people with me that will be doing coverage. That's pretty important because it's one of the biggest, of course, comic conventions in the world, I think. And also, we want to be able to give high quality content to you, the fans, to you, the viewers and subscribers and followers of Black Girl Nerds. So what that's going to mean is we're going to need equipment, video equipment. We're going to need audio equipment. A lot of the shows that we produce on the podcasts have been done by way of covering various conventions. Some of our previous episodes, if you've listened to them, we've done coverage at South by Southwest. We want to get that microphone equipment and bring it up another level. Same with the video. And then also traveling expenses. A lot of our contributors do this on a volunteer basis, and they do it because they love the community. But we also want to help them be able to fly out from one side of the country to the other, because a lot of our contributors are actually East Coast based. We do have a few that's on the West Coast, but many of them are East Coast based. So to be able to fly them out, lodging expenses, those kinds of things to go to the convention. The other thing that I'm really concerned with at this point, as this space is growing and people are taking more notice of our editorials on the site, is I really want to pay people for their time to write content for Black Girl Nerds. Everybody, including myself as a writer, we don't get paid to write articles on the site. So that I want to change. I do want anybody who is interested in writing essays and interested in writing TV recaps, movie reviews, book reviews, whatever it is that you are interested in as a writer, to get paid for that time that you are writing. Writing is a process. It's a skill, and people should be compensated accordingly for that. So that is something that I really want to do with the Patreon support and have those funds get funneled there. And then really I just want to have a safe blanket for when things malfunction unexpectedly. I don't know if many of you guys know this, but a couple of years back I had a house fire. Luckily, insurance took care of a bit of that, but we didn't have a whole lot of coverage, which I never really have told you guys this, but we didn't have a whole lot of coverage in my family when the fire actually happened. So many of you used a GoFundMe and donated, and I will forever be grateful to the Blurred community for doing that, because that was the most awesome thing ever, and it was a godsend, really. It was a blessing to get that. So God forbid there won't be another house fire, but if anything malfunctions, if a camera breaks, if my laptop goes kaput, which has happened a few times in the last 4 years, if the microphone just blows out for whatever reason, I need to have a safe blanket of funds to go out and buy another laptop, to go out and buy another perception microphone, to buy an audio mixer, to buy another DSLR camera if a lens break, or if the camera malfunctions, or if it gets stolen, or whatever. So these are the things that we need to think about down the road if these things happen, and having an emergency fund to be able to draw from those resources would be very, very helpful. So that's really it. I really just want to say and reach out by way of video and let you know face to face that this is something that is really needed right now. I really want Black Girl Nerds to be a huge force in nerd media, in nerd coverage, because again, I think that it's important that we focus on the fact that there are so many of us as Black women, and so many of us that have these marginalized voices that don't really get represented, and that's what we're here for. We're here to cover stories that you don't really hear on the main stage, in the mainstream. So it's very important that you support us, and you have been supporting us. So I just want to say thank you to everybody, all of you guys. it doesn't even have to be financial. Just the fact that you share articles, the fact that you tweet and tell your friends, hey, you need to check out this podcast. To everyone out there who are online journalists and who have a space in publication, that have mentioned our show, that have mentioned our website, that have done interviews with us, with me, it's an honor and it means a lot because spreading the word is incredibly valuable. So, anyways, thank you. Thank you. And I continue to share my gratitude with you guys, and I hope that you will consider supporting us and be a patron. And remember, there is no specific dollar amount that you need to use when supporting us. Whatever you can do is honorable and worthy enough. Whether you donate $1 a month, whether you donate $50 a month, whether you donate $100 a month, whatever it is that you elect to donate, the fact that you are actually going forward and doing that and supporting us in this way is everything to me. It means so much. So, thank you in advance, and I look forward to your support, and I look forward to giving you guys what you expect of us in this space once your support is given and received. So thank you. And I will see you very, very soon. And we'll give you updates throughout of our progress, how we've been doing, what we've purchased, maybe some testimonies from writers, whatever, to just let you know that your dollar made a difference. So thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.